What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here at Tocker Social for the TNT pre-season launch. Not a bad event around here, is it?
It's absolutely fantastic, unbelievable to be invited down to this event. We're going to talk to some people, we're going to play some football activities. I'm buzzing for this, absolutely brilliant event.
We are here with Fuad. Get out, less of the West Ham stuff. But Fuad, how you doing first and foremost?
Good, all good. Cancel that. Move on. No,
You
all
good?
man? All good. Do you know what I mean? TNT event. Good seeing some familiar faces as well. Season's round the corner, which is always a little bit scary, but you know what I mean? Tottenham's always going to give you some headaches during pre-season, but you know what I mean? Let's discuss it, shall we?
Look, the season is 10 days away. Harry Kane's future still up in the air. Centre-back situation still not sorted. How are you feeling coming into the new season?
Honestly, nervous. But in a weird way, I also feel like this season, there's no expectations. This season, it's almost like it's a write-off season, I've said. And some people have looked at me and said, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, you look at the top six last year, they were pretty much solidly better than us. A lot of people, I'm sure, are anticipating Aston Villa the way they've spent to finish above us. New managers come in, director of football's in jail. I don't think many people are expecting much from us. So for me, it's a case of let Ange build his squad. Let him build his culture. Let him build an identity. We've got a couple of young players in Porro still to grow. Kulusevski, I want to see what he can do this year. Destiny coming in exciting. Vicario to grow. So there's a few things where I'm just like, you know what? This year is kind of phase one of the project, if you like. So for me, I've said this season, my expectations aren't too high.
I swear we've been at phase one of the project for about 5 years now.
I can't lie to you, we've been phase one of Project Win Now. So that's the problem, is now I actually think we're kind of going back to our old method of kind of let's just build, develop kind of young talent from Europe, if you like. And I think the guys we've signed so far, that's kind of what they fall under. I think we're linked with Van der Ven, who I've been saying, for me, I don't think is the ideal signing. I think we need something more ready-made that comes in to challenge now. But again, I think it's this new kind of way we're going down, and I guess it's going to require some patience from us, in all honesty. I remember when Poch came in, he had to get rid of 15, 16 players that first season. We were looking at him very inexperienced, only had Southampton and Espanyol. So from what I've seen of Ange, he's talking very well. I was someone who wasn't very convinced of him early on, but he's saying all the right things. He's got the right attitude. So I'm kind of like, you know what? Let's just see where it goes. So I'm not too hopeful, but then I'm not too kind of decimated into the ground like I was in the past few years, should we say.
Wait till you see Eric Dyer in the back.
If I see one of those centre-backs, Dyer, Sanchez, Davies, lining up next to Romero, forget about this season. Forget about it. Just enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy your weekends. Don't worry too much about it.
Might as well get one of them Men in Black.
Yeah.
Because that's what's happening.
Delete this season, man.
But look, with all the positivity and all the rebuilds, there's one big Harry Kane-shaped cloud hanging over the summer right now. What do we do with him? Are we right to like stick to the £100 million kind of price tag? Are you willing to compromise to just get it over with?
I've said I'm willing to compromise. I've said anything kind of 80 million and above. A guy who's in the last year of his contract, 29. I mean, we need defenders, as I said, and premier elite defenders that are ready to come in now. But you don't get that signing cheaply. You don't get that trying to develop. Harry Kane is the kind of player who he makes the biggest difference. And he gives you bangers as well, Harry Kane. He gives you bangers. But the thing is this season, it's make or break for us, really and truly, because if he stays and leaves next season on a free, we're left with nothing. He walks away with the ideal situation for him, but it's not ideal for us. Ideal for us would be offloading him this year, but then again, you look at it, how do you replace his goals?
That's about my next question. If he was to go, who would you bring in?
I don't bring in anyone. I play Son through the middle, and I try Richarlison on the left, Solomon on the left. I think you look at Son over the past couple of years, he's moved away from being a dribbler, a 1v1 player. He's become a final third finisher. Let him be that. Let him be the number 9 through the middle. Last year, he tailed off a little bit. And I think if you kind of take a little bit of the responsibilities out wide away from him, go and get us the goals down the middle. He's the one on the long-term deal. Show us what you can do now. And let's be honest, there have been many a times when Kane has been injured. Who's stepped up? There we go. So for me, there's our solution right there.
Look, Fuad, you talked to me about no expectation for this season, but realistically, where do you think is our kind of medium? Where's our mean this season? Where are we going to finish?
Honestly, I said a Europa League finish is like a good season for us in a weird way. Look,
Even 5th though, Champions League.
Yeah. I almost forgot about that. 5th place against Champions League now, yeah. We live in silence. But no, honestly, a Europa League would be a nice, I think, honest position. But I think, yeah, just aim for Europe again. I don't want to be in the Conference League, but who are we to kind of turn up our nails at as silverware? If we are in it, I'd want us to go all for it. And I think that's a good thing with Ange coming in. He will take it serious. That was a few things I liked about Conte and Jose. They wanted to take those cups serious. I remember Pochettino, that was one of the few things where I was like, he just wants to go big or go home. Ange seems like he wants to win everything. So if we get Conference League as well, I don't mind it. But I just want progression. So this year we've seen no European football. This season, if I see we've got an identity, we're playing with a bit of attacking football, we've got European football back next year, that's progression. So that's, as I said, phase 1. You don't get progression without phase 1.
So phase 1 all again next season, yeah?
Patience, lads, patience. And I know I'm not one to often preach patience, but it's the situation we're in. We've got to be realistic with ourselves, man. It's the hope that kills you otherwise, you know what I mean?
And that's why we're dying as Spurs fans, bro.
Fuad, big love for coming on today, my brother, and we'll speak to you soon.
Definitely.